Okay, hi everyone, Travel Addict Guy here. I'm reporting to you from Malaga. Today is the second day of the curfew, and it is Monday, October the 26th, and it's a little bit after 10 p.m. First of all, I want to thank everyone for commenting on the last video, and there was a lot of discussion there. I appreciate all of that, so I want to hear from you, whether you agree with me or you disagree with me, my thoughts about the situation. So took some criticism from some people, and that's not a problem. I can handle that. It's not a problem. I like to speak my mind, and I appreciate when you speak yours as well. So people complain about the mask. I have the mask on. As you know, the mask is mandatory in Spain. That's why I have to wear it, and you have to wear it. It's not a choice. It's not a choice. It's not something you have a choice about. You have to wear the mask unless you're somewhere you're eating or you're drinking. So I want to walk to the center of town, and I want to see what's going to happen at 11 o'clock. I want to see what time they're closing down the businesses. I would assume it's going to be soon because it's a little bit after 10 o'clock. Now, I have some information here that I want to share with you. Some news that came out today. And that says, Spain's Popular Party only willing to support an 8-week state of alarm. Popular Party chief Pablo Casado says his group is willing to back the emergency measure on the condition that it lasts for a shorter period and that legal alternative to it is prepared by December. So there's already, like I said, like I thought, there's already infighting in the government, and there's a lot of people opposed already to this 6 months measure. It was like taking a hammer basically to the situation. And maybe it's not necessary to go for 6 months right off the bat. So, I mean, it happened completely out of the blue. There was no time to prepare for this. So that's one of the issues that I have with it as well. I mean, you have people that were planning on coming here, and you have people that are here, foreigners. And I think that they should have been given some time to prepare, maybe a week or so, before just issuing this blanket order. So it's very, very quiet here. I can see that now. I think a lot of people are already preparing to, I see a lot of the shops closing up now. It's 10:15. Spain's new state of alarm, more regions close their borders. And this is what I was talking about. This is what I was afraid of. Aragon, Asturias, and the Basque Country joined Navarre and La Rioja in sealing their territory, while Catalonia is considering weekend home confinements. Okay, so now you have parts of Spain, you have communities of Spain, and they're closing their territories. So what does that mean? What does that mean, closing their territories? I'm not 100% sure. What I can tell you is last night, watching the news today, they were showing that on the roads, they have the police on the roads, and they're shut down after 11 p.m. You cannot travel. You have the police blocking you. The police in Barcelona and Catalonia, or Catalunya in Spanish, and they were blocking the streets. Wow, it's so quiet here. Larios, Plaza de Constitución behind me. Very, very quiet. Around 10:20 p.m. So people are already almost at home. I don't see any police right now. I saw some police earlier. I was out here, but it's very, very quiet. So what I had feared and what I had talked about yesterday already seems to be happening. You have communities closing their borders, let's say it. So if you're a tourist now and you plan to travel, or if you're somewhere, how do you know? How do you know you're not going to be trapped somewhere? That is my question. How do you know that? And I want to say I talked to some people today, some Spanish people, and they saw my video, some friends of mine, and they think that I was too alarmist the way that I spoke yesterday. But I want to tell it the way it is, and I had just found out about it as well. So that was my feeling at the time. And yes, I was quite shocked and saddened by the news. You can tell. I mean, I live here in Malaga, and I like to go out in the evening like a lot of people do. So to be confined at 11 o'clock at night, it's not something that I really enjoy. Not something I look forward to, especially for 6 months. For 6 months time. So I met some people today. They have a business here. And I talked to them and they said, well, our business is not affected. We're not open we close in the evening. We're open in the morning or in the afternoon. And that's what they said. But I mean, there are people that have bars or they have nightclubs, and those are shut down. And there was someone that left a comment saying that most Spanish people don't even go out to eat till 9, 10 o'clock at night. So how is that going to work? How is that going to work now? Obviously you can't. And is it going to be a situation? Is it going to be a situation where it's happened in other countries? I know England is one where they were ordering all these, they were issuing all these orders, and these politicians were not following them. There was one politician, he was sneaking off to see his girlfriend during the middle of this quarantine or this crisis. He was doing that. And so, I mean, is that going to be the case? Is it going to be politicians behind doors? Are they going to be having big parties while the rest of us are quarantined at home? I think it's likely. I think it's likely that that's the case. So I think I heard some sirens last night around the time that you were supposed to be locked down. You were supposed to be at home. So I do see some businesses that were still open. Around here, it's very, very quiet. You can see. I see some police coming up the street now, Larios. So maybe they're going to start to clear the people out. I don't know. I see a police car there. So let's walk back over this way. See how it looks over here. Okay, so you see some men here closing up. It's around 10:30. And I would assume that that's about the time that they're going to close down. Right now. And they would stay open later normally. There's a bar up here. It looks like it's still open. Looks like they're starting to close up too. So it seems about 10:30 is the time where they're starting to close everything down, which makes sense. Now, someone had left a comment that they were in another city and that things there were open till midnight. So I mean, are the rules different? My assumption or my understanding was that they had to, my understanding was that they had to close everything at 11 o'clock. So, see, the police just went by me there. So, see everyone closing up here. Here it is. So, they're getting ready to close down for the evening. So this is about the time now, 10:30. So everyone is shutting down now. It's close to 10:30, like I said. There's a few places that are still open here. So it'll be quite interesting to see what happens at 11. So I'm going to stay around here until all the people clear out. Then I'm going to report to see what the police do. They clear the area. What do they do at 11 o'clock? I'm interested myself to see. Did they put us all in jail? I don't think that's the case, but someone had asked me, do you have time to drive home after the bar is closed? See, this bar is still open here with a half hour to go, so I guess they're going to go all the way till 11, that bar. So you must have time to walk home or to drive home. So it's quite interesting how this works. I'm interested to see myself. You will find out with me very shortly. Okay, so I'm at this pub here. What is it called? It's called Old Town. And I met a few people here, and I wanted to ask them about the curfew, what they think about it. And can I ask you your name?
My name is Oscar.
Oscar, okay.
Okay, every morning is a curfew. Is that one morning?
Wow, okay.
Every morning.
Casper, okay, nice to meet you. the ghost, Casper the ghost. And where are you guys from?
I'm from Denmark.
Okay, from Denmark.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Yeah. And what do you think? What do you think about this whole situation, the curfew?
Well, we're from YouTube, bro. I think it's a really bad situation for the world.
Yeah.
I really think so. But Corona is escalating, so I think it's necessary to take the proceeded lockdown.
You think it's okay for Spain to go through with this?
I think it's good for now. In the long term, it's not okay, but for now, I think it's good.
Okay, because we already had a lockdown here.
Yeah.
I was here during like 6-week lockdown.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
And it didn't really solve the crisis.
No, I know. I think Corona is like overhyped joke at all, but at the same time it's serious.
Oscar, it's your turn.
And what do you think about the curfew here right now? You have to stay in the house at 11 to 6 a.m.
Yeah, I mean, for me it's kind of cool actually, because unless it's not for the curfew, you can do a lot of stuff on the days. So.
Okay.
But yeah.
So you don't mind it?
No.
Okay. And what about your travel?
Like 11 isn't that early. Okay, if it was like at 8 o'clock, it would be late. So
Okay.
11 is a good time, I think, if they need to do it.
And you're visiting Spain, you're on vacation, or you're
on
living?
vacation, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will this affect your plans? Are you going to cut your trip short, or you're going to stay the same amount of time? Or?
No, I actually booked another month yesterday, so
Okay.
it's going to affect my plans.
So no worries.
No
And you're
worries.
going to travel around Spain, other parts of Spain?
No, just here in Malaga.
Just here in Malaga.
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Thank you.
Thank you.
And what do you think about the situation, the curfew?
I'm leaving tomorrow, so it doesn't interfere with my plans.
Doesn't affect you?
No, but I think like it's a very different. It's a very different tactic from what we're doing in Sweden. But
Ah, you're from Sweden.
Yeah,
oh, wow.
we don't
I like
even-
the approach from Sweden. Yes, I like it.
It seems like it's working.
It's working.
So yeah, but this is another tactic, and I mean like what to do. It's all over Spain.
A lot of people are complaining that I don't have the mask on all the time, and sometimes they're saying I don't have the mask covering my nose, and I'm always talking about Sweden and what they're doing. And Sweden has less cases than Spain, with all of and Spain has done all these precautions, and it has not helped. So
Even for Central.
yes. So now, do you feel safer here in Spain, or you
No,
felt safer in
it's
Sweden?
more corona on this fucking mask because I wear it every day. I clean it, but it's still like it doesn't work like that. I work in healthcare. It doesn't work like that.
And you work in healthcare.
Yeah, but I'm a psychologist. I'm not a doctor or nurse. But like,
Okay.
still, it doesn't work like that.
And can you
But
say your name again for the camera? Because I think I said it wrong.
It's MOA. It's MUA.
Mua. Okay, very nice.
And now we have to leave.
Okay, thank you so much, Mua.
Yeah, thank
Thank
you.
you. Enjoy your trip here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah. Bye.
Okay, so that was so nice of those young people to give me an interview, and I liked their thoughts on the situation. The one man said he's not affected, and I have a beer now, so I don't have to have the mask on. See, that's the rule. So they gave me the plastic cup. Now, whether I'm supposed to have it in the street, I don't know. So anyway, that was a very nice interview they gave me. So that's the information that I have for you today from Spain. So it's a live report, and you have all the information. So please, if you have anything to say, leave a comment, and we'll see you in the next video. Take care, everyone. Travel Addict Guy.